1 will be cancelled. And here it is x minus 1 should be cancelled. So as this as well was x plus 1. Okay. So dear student, 1 can be written as a times Assalamu alaikum. Dear student, I am hopeful you all are well. So now we are discussing the partial fraction, and the partial fraction in which I am solving now. Today I am solving the question when denominator becomes quadratic. Here you can see denominator is quadratic equation. What is quadratic equation? Quadratic equation is the equation in which the degree is 2. Highest power is the degree quadratic. Keep in your mind, first of all, you convert it, you try to convert it, you tend to convert it into linear equation. If the quadratic equation are able to become the linear equation and you are not solving it with the linear type of partial fraction, so your question will be counted as the wrong question. So as our denominator is quadratic equation and its quadratic equation is convertible to the linear equation. First of all, it is the proper fraction. Yes, the degree of numerator is 0, no power of x, and the degree of denominator is 2. So it is proper fraction. So it was our the first check. So now after that you can write it as 1 divided by x minus 1 and x plus 1. It is the identity formula, because a square minus b square must be equal to product of a minus b and a plus b. Okay, so after that you can see it is our denominator now with two linear equation. Linear equation can be written as a divided by linear equation and then b divided by linear equation. It was our first step, named it as equation number 1. So our second step will be shift the denominator from left hand side to the right hand side. So 1 is equals to a divided by x minus 1 and x minus 1 into x plus 1. So b divided by x minus 1 into x plus 1. So fraction back. So x minus 1 will be cancelled, and again here it is b divided by x plus 1. So here x plus 1 will be cancelled. Okay. Yes, b divided by x plus 1, here it is x minus 1. So x plus 1 will be cancelled, and here it is x minus 1 should be cancelled. So as this as well was x plus 1. Okay, so dear student, 1 can be written as a times x plus 1 plus b times x minus 1, which is known as equation number 2. Two steps are done. Now the question is so easy. First step, after splitting the quadratic equation into linear equation, we call it as a divided by first linear equation, b divided by second linear equation, and then shifting our denominator to the right hand side, called as equation number 2. And then our next and the last step will be by putting these linear equations equal to 0. So first linear equation x minus 1 equal to 0, which gives us x is equal to plus 1, because if we shift this minus 1 to the right hand side, so this sign will becomes the positive. And the other equation is x plus 1, which is equals to 0. So we can write it as x is equal to minus 1, because plus 1 is shifted to the other side, so it changed their sign. So our equation 2 gives us our equation 2. Yes, here it is our equation 2. Okay, so 1 is equals to a time x plus 1. So x is 1, 1 plus 1 plus b time 1 minus 1 gives us 0. Okay, by putting in this equation, so 1 minus 1 gives us 0. So 1 is equals to a time into 2. Shifting this 2 to the left hand side, which becomes the denominator. By using the symmetric property, a is equals to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equals to a, and a is equals to 1 by 2. Okay? Left hand side becomes the right hand side becomes the left hand side. C is equal to D can be written as D is equal to C, and the name of this property is symmetry. Okay, so after that, uh, equation 2 becomes equation 2 for this x. Equation 2 start from 1 is equals to a time x, and the value of x is minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 gives us 0, because these two are additive inverse of each other. Okay? And the 0 is known as the additive identity. So b minus 1 gives us minus 2. Here it is minus 1 gives us minus 2. Same sum. You should sum the same sign value. If the value becomes with the same sign, you should sum them. If the value becomes with different sign, you should difference them. Minus, subtract them. So 1 is equals to 0 and minus 2a. So minus 2 can be written as the denominator, or by using symmetric property, a is equals to minus 1 by 2, which is our, so, oh yes, it is our value b. Yes, a becomes 0, it is our value b. Yes, the value of b, because a becomes 0. So we have find R2 value, which was the numerator of these two denominator. So our equation 1 becomes value of a is 1 divided by 2 times x minus 1, and minus 1 divided by 2 times x plus 1. So it is our required answer. So it is our the second part of partial fraction, when the denominator is given as the quadratic but can be split into linear equation. In the next step, we will discuss the denominator is quadratic but cannot be split into linear equation. So how we can solve it? Keep tuned. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.